Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
A huge day of signings over at Scottsbluff, plus we'll double dip on the TV side this weekend at Scottsbluff High School. Pretty obvious where we're starting, as National Signing Day on Wednesday brought with it a stop at Scottsbluff High for some big-time athletes. We start on the gridiron as Sam Clarkson and Sabastian made their decisions official. Clarkson heading to Division II National Power, Northwest Missouri State in Maryville, Missouri.
And I chose Northwest because of the great family culture there. A lot of places preach family, but Northwest truly means that. And they have a great winning culture there, and I'm just very excited to get started.
Since 1998, the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats have won 6 Division II national championships. Clarkson will join his big brother Austin on campus. They'll have 1 season to play together. This past fall, Clarkson was an absolute road grader along that offensive line up front for Scottsbluff. He missed his junior season with a knee injury, and he says that experience taught him a lot.
Definitely makes you not take anything for granted. You know, I definitely believe that I came out of it a better athlete in general than I was before I had the injury. You know, having the injury made me work much harder, and it just made me appreciate being able to go out there and compete.
Now, Clarkson helped pave the way for one of the best players in the state this past season, blocking up front for Sabastian. Harsh is heading to Laramie to join the Wyoming football program. He made that decision a couple of weekends back after an official visit. Wyoming's really been his school from the get-go.
Just from the jump, they're very welcoming and very family-oriented. Even while we're on the visit, you know, they kept in contact with my mom, my dad, and my sister, and I even showed my sister around the basketball facility. And so I could tell from there that they really cared about me and my family, and not only just me as a player, but me as a person too. Every one of the coaches at the beginning of the season, they all wrote me a handwritten letter, and that was kind of very meaningful to me.
Harsh now goes from one of the best in the state to a D1 program where he's going to have to up his game to another level.
So I think that I'm definitely going to have to make sure that I'm doing my time in the weight room, making sure that I'm studying up on film and schemes and game plans, making sure that I get my mind right for the game, and just make sure that I get my body right as well. So.
Once the gridiron duo made things official, it was on to basketball, with Jasiya DeOllos deciding it was best to stay home for the first couple of years to play for WNCC. DeOllos talks about why this made sense for him, and then Cougars head coach Corey Farringer touches on why Jasiya was such an attractive recruit.
There's been quite a couple guys that came through the same program, the Bearcat program, as I. Drew Cookshausen, Trent Harris, and Connor McCracken, and they've been doing lots of good things, and they've extended their basketball and academic careers at other schools, and I just thought it would be a good fit for me as well.
Success, winning, family, loyalty, you know, a lot of things that all programs desire to have. Scottsbluff Bearcats have done a great job of creating that across the board athletically. To be a state championship football caliber team and have a basketball program fighting for the same mission leads us to believe that Jasiya expects to win, he's prepared to win, and he's willing to do whatever it takes in order to be successful. And for us, he's a winner on 3 different levels. First, as a human being, and that one's most important. Second, as a student, as competitive as he is to get good grades, means he's going to be able to transition to higher levels and play because he's intelligent. And lastly, as a basketball player competitor.
DeOllos, Clarkson, and Harsh and the rest of the Bearcats basketball team aiming for a trip to Lincoln next month, where they hope to make some noise at the state tournament.
Just got to keep working hard. We got to go into each practice with one goal and just take it one game at a time.
That one game at a time mentality takes us to tomorrow night when the Scottsbluff girls and boys host Alliance. The Scottsbluff boys right now 17-2. Alliance comes in 15-4. Head coach Scott Gullion for Scottsbluff gives some keys to tomorrow night.
You know, I think number one is we have to get them off the three-point line. You know, Joel Baker's playing tremendous right now for them. Trevor Dubray's really shooting, can shoot it at a high level. Then they got a couple guys off the bench that can shoot it well, and then they got some guys that can go get it if they miss. And so number 2 is going to be boxing guys out. And then just playing with tremendous energy and effort, which I feel like our guys have done well the whole year with that defensive intensity, and then playing together. I think those are, if we put those things together, then we should have a good chance to be successful.
We'll have double-header coverage here on KNEB.TV and radio on the Trail, both tomorrow for Alliance, and then on Saturday as Scottsbluff is home to take on Sidney. Gearing has a pair of doubleheaders this weekend as well. They host Sidney on Friday night. That'll be tomorrow. And then they'll be on the road at Wheatland, Wyoming on Saturday evening. Also tomorrow, the Cougars with a road doubleheader at McCook. Chuck Schwartz has coverage on KOZY starting at 4:15.